back, everyone. Again, I'm Jody Youre from EyeCrave Optics in downtown Watertown, New York. And as you know, I'm the optician, owner, and sole proprietor of all things in the optical world here in Watertown at EyeCrave Optics. So tonight, we're going to be talking about something that many people do, thinking it's a good thing, maybe it's affordable, variety of reasons, but some do it, and they buy glasses online. Is that a good thing? And is it a bad thing? Or why do you do it? We're going to try to cover some of that tonight. But first, we're going to ask the question, why do you buy glasses online? Probably the first and foremost reason for many people is the cost. That might be the lucrative, you see that advertised $39 pair or $99 pair or whatever it may be, and that's an enticement to buy that because it's much more affordable than coming to an optical store. And it is. Perhaps it's even the selection or the perception of selection, because you go to an online store and you see pages and pages and pages of different frames, but you have no idea if those frames are going to fit you, but you have a large selection though. And is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Well, it might be the reason why, because that perception, that selection, that variety may be something you don't find at your typical optical store. And I've seen that. I know I've worked in those situations before. You feel like you're kind of limited by what that store has as for its display pieces. It's as we call them, frame boards in the optical industry. So you want a bigger selection, so maybe you go online. Now, is there a risk to buying online? Well, to answer that real quickly and easily, the answer is no. It's a pair of glasses. If they don't work, you take them off. Pretty simple. But what's the risk? Well, maybe you depend on that pair of glasses. Maybe that's the pair you're going to use for every day, and they don't work, or they don't work properly. Maybe they could create headaches, irritation. Maybe they don't fit you right, so they need a fitting or adjusting, and they're uncomfortable to wear. A variety of things that are really the problem of buying glasses, but is it a real risk? Not really. The main problem might also result in you, the person entering the information into the computer, you might enter your prescription wrong. That might be an error. The person or the online vendor who receives that information might process it as a data entry error as well. There's all sorts of things that can happen. You also, as an online buyer, you don't have the knowledge of the optical world like I have as a trained optician. So you may not make the best choice for a frame for you. That frame may not fit you, obviously, because it's not the right size, the right dimensions, a variety of different things that can result from that. So that's the only real risk. Some discomfort, some possible visual discomfort as well, beyond the frame being uncomfortable. But what are your expected results from buying glasses online? Are you just expecting to save a few bucks? Maybe it's to get that multiple pair in your wardrobe. Maybe you want something fun and different that you couldn't find at the optical store. Or maybe you just wanted that ultra cheap pair. But what are you expecting from them? Well, I know the pairs that I've seen that people have purchased online and wear. Some wear, some don't, because, well, the results were mediocre at best. I've known some, though, who do wear them, and I don't think they really know the difference between good vision and great vision, or mediocre vision and great vision. There's a distinct difference. So tonight, I have a little surprise. We have an interview with a client of mine. Her name's Christine. And she's purchased glasses from EyeCrave. So a couple months now, Christine?
Mm-hmm. December, I think.
Yeah, a couple months now. So yeah, it's been pretty good. And so let's learn a little bit. Where are you from, Christine?
Hi, I'm Christine Pearson. I moved here about a year and a half ago from Colorado Springs. I'm from California, but my family and I moved here with the Army. And so far we love it.
Good old Fort Drum implant.
Yeah.
All right. Good times. We love the base. always bringing new people to our area. Sometimes a good variety, even sometimes we have some culture that we desperately need in our area. So, so how long have you, Christine, been wearing glasses?
I've been wearing glasses for about 5 years.
Okay.
I was working as a cosmetologist and a barber, and I started to realize as a barber that I was really struggling with focusing for, 10 hours a day or so.
It can
So,
be that short distance.
yeah, it
That
was
can
a
be
real struggle for me.
It can be a real strain, real
So I thought
challenge.
that I would take advantage of my my insurance and see what I could find out.
Absolutely. So what's been your experience so far with optical stores? And how do you feel that the staff at those stores have helped you? I guess we'll just start with the experience.
My first experience, I went into the shop and they did the vision exam, and it's almost comical. They had put something in my eyes so that I couldn't focus, and then they unleashed me into the room to choose a pair of glasses with no guidance. I had no idea what I was doing, and I could hardly see. So I did my best. And I went for the name brand.
Sure.
Figuring that at least with the name brand I would find some value.
Understood. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
However, the glasses I chose, I have them here. I'll show you what they look like.
Is that your first pair?
This is my first pair. They cost quite a bit of money, and they're, I've seen movie stars wearing them.
Overall, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but
No.
I realized after a short while that they are too small. They're too small. They're narrow.
You probably look underneath them a little bit, especially in that cosmetology situation where
Yeah.
you're looking down, you end up kind of, maybe your vision split a
I
little
can
bit.
see the entire frame. I just didn't know what I was doing. This isn't too bad though,
No, those aren't too bad.
but they started to kind of fall off. They fit a little wobbly. The fit wasn't right.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So,
So that's your first experience?
yes.
What did you do after that? Did you go back to the same office, or was this a move, a time?
No, I decided to go online.
Okay.
But I stuck with the idea that if I went with a name brand, maybe I could find something okay. So I stuck with the same name brand, and I did better this time, and it was cheaper,
Okay.
a third of the price, I'd say. But then again, this is better. I did okay.
Yeah,
But they don't fit, and they fall off my face. They would literally just, I'm surprised, they fall off my face, which is impossible if you have any sort of job
yeah,
or a life, or you're trying to read.
trying to function.
It
Yeah.
just doesn't work. So that's when I started to lose hope. I
So,
think.
how many optical stores have you been to in your life? Just the
Just
first
the
one?
one.
Just the
Just
first
the
one?
one.
And ever since then, you tried to do more online?
I didn't have a lot of faith because they never initially helped me. I thought it was all on my shoulders to find this pair of glasses that I could live with. I didn't realize that there might be a person out there that could help me. So I was really just doing all I could to learn, I didn't know about measurements. I didn't know anything.
Well, I mean, you're a buyer.
Yeah.
You're someone who's shopping for glasses. You're not an educated
Not at all.
optical person. I mean,
No.
that's not your job.
I was really trying to
You're a
cram.
cosmetologist. You have to make
Yeah.
someone like me look good, which
Yeah,
that's a big
I
job.
see. I felt like I had some confidence in the style aspect, though. Really, it was a losing endeavor.
Okay.
And then,
So your reason for going online was what I said earlier about that selection, that variety,
and I
trying to get
was
something different.
disappointed in the cost and the results. Like I spent hundreds of dollars, and yet they didn't fit. So I thought maybe I can kind of find a happy medium.
Okay.
And
now your latest purchase was your first experience with the multifocal world. and that's the distance to reading prescription. That's correct, right?
Right.
Okay, so show me the latest pair you've got.
The ones I got from you?
No.
Before
sorry.
you?
Yeah, before me.
Yeah, because that was the other thing, is I didn't understand prescription. So this whole time I thought I had a progressive lens, when in reality I've been wearing like a single vision. And so with these ones, I thought I'm gonna get the invisible glasses. They even do the transition. I thought I could do the all-in-one, solve all my problems in one thing. When I put these on, these are the worst glasses in the history of glasses. It just went downhill from the get-go.
These definitely did not
These do
fit
not
well.
fit my bridge of my
not at all.
nose.
Yeah,
I cannot see you. You're blurry. I can, it's terrible. They're terrible.
And that's a pair you purchased online as a multifocal. And that multifocal purchased online, they had no reference point of where to position the fit marks with the height of your eye. That's where we put the bifocal. We put the bifocal with the pupil, and then the change of the power goes below that.
Right.
And so they have what they do in the optical world, or in the online world, is they kind of take a point of reference, as I explained to you, that 1/3, 2/3. Mm-hmm. So they kind of, and if you look closely at Christine, maybe you can pinch and zoom on your camera, you'll see that her eyes are pretty much in the center. So if they do the 1/3, 2/3, where the top third of the lens is distance and the bottom 2/3 are the transition point with the multifocal, you'll see that Christine's fit points are just off.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Even just how they sit on my face,
Yeah.
they don't sit correctly at
So,
all.
again, but now, we're not going to tell you what you paid at my store. We don't want to
No.
discuss that. But in
Yeah.
comparison, the pairs that you bought at an optical store when you first experienced that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the pairs that you bought online, how does the price compare?
You mean
Yeah. Well, like, was it that much cheaper online?
for these?
Yeah.
Very cheaper, but I will tell you, there's a pair that I didn't bring today because I literally threw them in the trash. They're disposable. I mean, they're, I don't want to say they're worthless, but I will tell you that I really struggled with these because I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
Okay.
when I moved here, I saw your Instagram page. I noticed you and what you offer, and it intrigued me, but it still took me quite a while of suffering before, I decided that I needed to come through the door and get some help. It
So-
sounds ridiculous, but it's true.
You're not the first.
Yeah.
So the question I have, will rate your experience. First, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your experience with the optical store that you went to?
On a very shallow level, I would say, because I was so naive, I would say it was like a 6 or a 7. It was
Okay.
it was nice, but then again, I was treading water in the unknown.
Yeah, you were picking out your glasses by yourself.
Yeah.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah.
That's totally not acceptable.
Yes.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, your experience with buying online.
2. I mean,
Okay. So the glasses didn't perform.
I don't recommend it.
Okay. So the glasses just didn't perform well.
No, and in fact, I mean,
And of course, as you said, they don't
the money
fit.
adds up. It's better to save
Yeah.
up for high quality
Now
experience.
you've got 1, 2, 3 pair here that you purchased online.
Mm-hmm.
One that was purchased at your optical. Now, and that was in 3 years. You said you got about 1 pair a
3 or
year.
4 years, yeah.
Okay. So you've invested a lot, and you have 3 pair that you can't wear.
Mm-hmm.
One that sort of works, sort of doesn't, that
Yeah.
you purchased at the optical store. Okay. Now, you mentioned it a little bit. What made you come to my shop?
I I really needed to find some comfort with my vision. It was something that was important to me to be able to see, to be able to feel confident in what I was doing and to not, it kind of relieves some stress to be able to see properly,
Vision?
It caused me some stress.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, poor fit eyewear, uncomfortable vision, and you've only been wearing glasses for 5 years.
Yeah.
And you're not, I mean, that's like, late 30s, early 30s when you started wearing glasses. So it's a totally new world. And then you're like, before that you could see okay, and now you're not seeing okay, and you struggle for a few years being comfortable because you went to a store, you thought, well, okay, I'll go somewhere where they know what they're doing, and unfortunately you didn't get a lot of help. So that didn't help. That causes irritation. Like, well, and you spent good money. You
Yeah.
spent your hard-earned money.
I
Whether it
was
was
confused, I
yeah.
think.
Well, especially the fact that you were led to,
I
you
expected
were allowed
more.
to pick out your glasses by yourself.
Right.
And that to me is disturbing, because this is your absolute first experience. And I think sometimes maybe because you're not a child, and they thought you were being an older woman, you pick out your glasses. You've worn glasses before. Maybe they didn't know this was your first time, or they didn't pay attention to the records and the chart, or whatever it may have been, whatever poor excuse there is for them not assisting you properly. They just figured, oh, she's an older woman, she can pick out her own glasses. And that really shouldn't be the case, no matter how old or young you are. So let's look at the glasses that you purchased from me. Let's try
Okay.
those on.
They are fantastic. And I think they suit me.
Yeah. Well, one, you said your first pair was too small. So these give you a good viewing zone. And
Yes.
you've got an artistic expression to yourself. You like art. You like especially your body art, which I absolutely love. I think it's amazing. And you have, you want to express, and then a clear, invisible style of frame that you got your last pair online.
Yeah, I was trying to disappear a little bit.
Trying to make them hide.
Yeah.
Glasses are glasses; they don't hide.
Right.
So let's use them for a form of expression.
Right.
Now, with your prescription, it's a very mild prescription. You really don't need it for far away. So we discussed about using a lens with a shorter viewing distance range that you could function around your home, work on the computer, work in the home, helping, you have your son who you homeschool, and help with that. So there's a lot of computer work. You also like photography as a hobby. How have the glasses performed?
Oh, they're great.
Scale 1 to 10, where do I land?
I would say a 10.
Sweet,
Yeah.
nice. I was hoping for a 12. but
Oh,
that's
okay, yeah. I thought 11 earlier when you first
Yeah,
mentioned it.
That's all right. We'll keep it within the chart.
Yeah.
We'll be honest. We won't want to dramatize this.
Well, honestly, if anything, the value is so good. It is worth every penny. And I have confidence that if I won't have to put these down, you know what I mean?
Okay.
These to me are something that are classic, that would last a decade maybe.
Absolutely.
Just the style.
Absolutely.
They're minimalist, they're androgynous, they're comfortable. I really appreciate your help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know that? And when I think about someone buying glasses, I joke around with people. I'm like, when you go to a store, maybe you're buying a pair of shoes, you know your foot size. But have you ever had your foot measured, fit properly by a cobbler? Someone who makes shoes? Someone who does this for a living? You get a really good fitting shoe. Maybe you're going to buy a new dress. Maybe you're a woman going and you're getting married. You would never just pick something off of a rack.
Right.
So you need help in getting the right size, the right fit, getting that tailor done, and making it perfect. And that takes time. That takes interaction between you, the buyer, and the salesperson.
Yeah, because the reality is that there was things I didn't realize about the process. There's things that I did not know that I did not know, like the deep setness of my eyes, and how it would be better to get something closer to my eyeball rather than these, which were sitting off my nose and setting it far away. Those were things that I had never considered, and I would have never considered.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I've given you the education.
Right.
Now let me ask you this. Not to judge you if you do, but would you go online now after this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Even with the experience and the information and knowledge that I've given you, would you try to do it yourself?
No.
That's a good answer. Thank you, Christine.
No. And one thing I liked about your service that you offer, excuse me, is that you looked at me and then you presented me with what you thought would work. And we chose together, and I brought my daughter, and it was an experience where I felt educated and enlightened.
Nice.
And I had restored faith and hope. It's a very valuable experience and worth every penny.
Well, Christine, thank you for your information. Thank you for stopping in today.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure talking with you. And to those in the optical world, those in the eyeglass wearing world, those who are in need of any corrective eyewear, I discourage purchasing online. And if your optical, unfortunately, doesn't help you, maybe you need to find another optical. If that optician, that trained specialist, that sales consultant, no matter where you are, whatever state you're in, if it's a licensed state or an unlicensed state, they should still have trained professionals helping you to get the right frames, the right lenses, and the right options for those glasses. Your vision, as Christine mentioned, is incredibly important. And when you get to that point in life when you've never worn glasses before and now you're suddenly wearing glasses for whatever reason, I want to make that as comfortable as possible. Now, if you live nearby the Watertown area, I invite you in to EyeCrave Optics to experience the difference and be able to have proper vision and comfortable vision, not sacrificing your vision because you feel compromised, whether it be because you purchased online or the store that you went to didn't help you, whatever it may be. I want to help you and help you have the same experience that Christine has had. So, again, I thank you for watching tonight. If you've enjoyed tonight's video, please like, share, and subscribe. We'd love that. And let others know what we can do here. And again, if you're outside of the area of Watertown, New York, contact me, leave me a message, and I'll do my best to help you and guide you through the path of searching for the proper eyewear. Again, your vision's very important. Give me a call, stop in, or drop me a line. Thank you for visiting. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.